When I first stumbled upon bullet journaling, I was very intrigued by how everybody just made it their own little sort of creation. Instead of going to a local store and get something that's already pre-made up, it made me want to dive a little bit deeper and see what I could really do with this bullet journal. The little attention to detail that everyone had with their own sort of creation, even the organization and just this plain simplification of the process of everything really had me hooked on wanting to create my own. Some would say my process on how I do my bullet journal is a little bit more minimal, not very flashy and colorful. I'm more of just simple black and white, but I do have color here and there. But that's the uniqueness of it, you know. And now, 1 year and 2 bullet journals later, I've found 3 key ideas that make me want to come back for more. My favorite part of this whole bullet journaling is being able to piece everything together to your endless desire. Each month can change with the season, or it could be uniform and clean cut. A lot of people think that bullet journaling can be this boring, stat-driven tracker method type thing, but it's really whatever you make of it. I've found that the more creative you set up your pages, the more you're going to want to come back throughout the year to just fill that whole thing out. And I gotta be honest, it won't be perfect. If you could compare my first bullet journal to my current bullet journal, you can see all the modifications and changes I've made throughout this short period of time. And that's the beauty in it. If you don't like the format, you can change it in the next week, month, or even in the next year. It's all about putting that pen to paper and creating a bullet journal that is uniquely your own. If you're like me, you have a long list of goals, whether it be daily, weekly, monthly, or even yearly. Bullet journals truly allow you to visually see the progress at hand. Just the simple act of writing down these goals makes them more manageable, a little bit more concrete when you get them out of your head and commit them to paper. Thanks to the highly personalized nature of a bullet journal, when you cross off that goal you've been striving for, it makes it a little bit more meaningful when you get it all crossed off. Honestly, it's like a little reward mentally.
It's like a reward.
And with that, it's practically a domino effect. Once you complete those short or long-term goals, it better boosts and elevates your mental health and pushes you to set forth on the next one. There's really no idea, big or small. As long as you create a plan, chip away at it, your bullet journal will be full of your greatest achievements. What I've benefited the most from this bullet journaling experience is that every emotion I track is connected to some sort of behavior. For example, I'm always at my best whenever I get adequate sleep and eat some of the best food. But whenever I slip up and I don't get enough sleep, or maybe I want to treat myself to a little bit of fast food, my stress and mood levels are all thrown out of whack. You're able to pinpoint those little behaviors or habits that throw you off course in your everyday life. But I also have made it a point to have just small pages or certain pages dedicated to a normal journal. And with those pages, I allow myself to be unfiltered, whether it's good or bad throughout the week, day, or even the month. By letting your guard down in these areas and being 100% yourself, it really allows you to get that mental clarity when you really need it the most. And you gotta remember, using these pages for all this word garble that just gets dumped out of your brain is not for other people's eyes, but to better understand what's really going on in your head. And this style of journaling really might not be for everybody. Looking back at seeing how much you've changed by tracking these goals you've achieved, all the creative ventures you've set forth upon, and how much you've grown as a person, it will make every bit of these pages you've scribbled upon more meaningful as the year goes on. When you're reading over these in the future, you'll be able to look back and say, yeah, I think that was pretty worth it. So there you have it. I hope these few benefits that I was able to describe to you will have you go out there and grab your next journal to start bullet journaling. I know it's helped me substantially and morphing me to become a better person I am today, or 2.0 as my dad calls it. Down below, I'll be able to link the notebooks that I have been using over the past year. And also, if you'd like, feel free to check out the link tree down below. It has all my social medias, and you can definitely follow me on there to keep up to date with everything. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out a long way. Thank you guys. See you around.